Welcome. Welcome everyone to Mompreneur Life. Thank you so much for being here. And guess what? Merry Christmas and happy holidays. I am in a different room today because downstairs it is so festive. We have cookie baking, we have the Christmas movie on, we're playing with our cats and just doing our last minute Christmas decors and present wrapping. It is so nice. But of course, this is like my second family, and I am so happy to be here with you guys sharing products. I can't go on. I can't go live for very long today, but I've got enough products to let you guys know what my Friday favorites are. And again, Friday favorites are just products that I've either discovered or rediscovered and that I've been loving this past week. Let's just dive right into it because we are so busy, you and me both, right, with all the holiday festivities. So the first one I am going to introduce to you guys is one of my favorite items, and since coming on this mommy entrepreneur journey, it is something that I have been using for a long time. I use it almost every day for my videos, for my content, and I just don't think I give it enough credit, and that is my gimbal. What is a gimbal? If you don't know what a gimbal is, it is actually a stabilizer, but it's more of a stabilizer for your device, as in your phone or video camera, and this particular one is for my phone. I purchased this one in conjunction with this one. This is one of my work phones for one of my other streaming channels, and what I did was for the other streaming channel, I would go around and stream for travel. I would stream travel videos and take people on private tours of certain spots around where we live. And yes, we do live in quite an interesting place. And it's so nice having this because, as you know, when you are taking video with your phone, right, you're walking around, sometimes you're stumbling, and it's just not exactly the most stable picture, stable frame for people to watch. Now, imagine you being an audience and you're just rocking all over the place with the person streaming live with you. Well, it's not exactly good, right? I mean, it's okay, but wouldn't it be better if you could stabilize your video? So with this DJI, and this was technology that was used to stabilize drones actually, and the same technology was implemented into this device so that you can put your phone, and I'm going to demonstrate how we can do that, and you put your phone on the clamp right over here. And it's super easy to use. So you put your phone on and look, it's just dangling because I haven't turned it on yet. But check this out. Once I turn it on, there it is. And it stabilizes the picture for you. Of course, it takes a while. So the technology is working, thinking, it's all in here. The technology is working and it takes a while to really center, right? To really get things centered and get things pointed on the right object, but it does. And of course, one thing that I love about this is, there you go. So if you need a panoramic view, if you need a horizontal picture frame, this does it. But say you are doing, and I do this a lot, say shorts, right? Or reels or TikTok videos, you could align it vertically. So super useful, guys. And it's just one of those items that as a content producer, you just can't live without. And use it every single day, and some other functionalities. So that was the main functionality, is the stabilizing technology. I love it. I learned about this because my husband is very into drones. Anyway, that's his hobby, right? And he told me about the stabilizing technology, which came out a few years ago, and the same company that made a lot of his drones, a lot of the drone parts and parts that he uses for his videos and his hobby. Well, they also made this, and this is really one of the best. Of course, if you look at different marketplaces, you're going to find different stabilizing tools, different gimbals as well. But this really is one of the original stabilizing technology, and that's why I highly recommend it. And here are some other functionalities that I prefer using. You can point it down, say, I am taking my necklace, right? Like I'm taking a picture of my necklace to post. You can point it down, or you can point it up, as in, now, one of those, you are showing off your shoes, and you can point it up at your feet. So super interesting, and it just gives you a stabilized and different points of view, especially if you produce a video. Another thing I really, and then you can turn it left and right. Say the stabilizer is not catching up too quickly, you can always, just maneuver it left and right. So cool, isn't it? I went streaming with it every time I pull it out, especially if I go somewhere with a crowd. People are always asking me about it. What is that? Can I have one? How do you get that? How much is that? And tell you what, when I first purchased this, it was almost $200. Now, the technology is so much more common. It's a lot less expensive. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you about this, the handle, and by the way, I love the handle. It just grips so easily, turns on and off very easily, and also you can start your recording right here on the device. So that's helpful as well. I don't normally use it, but it's helpful if that's something that you prefer using. One last thing love about this, I actually purchased other gimbals before for different projects, but for this one, and I especially like this one, and I have since stopped using other gimbals, is the detachable part. Love, love, love this. Check this out. You can detach it, and now you can say you want a closer shot, or you can go ahead and screw it on and say if you want, a longer shot, right? So you can hold it out for much longer. Actually, for the streaming channel that I originally purchased this on, I needed to take longer shots of myself, right? Like demoing things to people, and this was the most helpful thing ever because it created just enough distance between the person, the object or place, and the actual device. So very, very helpful just in all kinds of ways, and just one of the coolest things. And of course, every single part. So the main part, you can't purchase in parts, but the attachments, so like this part, you can, because it's actually a magnet. Yes, and I will show you in just a minute, but you can purchase this. And of course, if you have a tripod, you can also put this on the tripod as well. That's also extremely helpful. And when you purchase this, I don't have it, but it comes with a pouch, right? A little carrier pouch that you put all this part in. Now I'm going to turn this off now that you've seen it in action with an actual device. By the way, I'm a huge iPhone user, and this is an Android, but I do like the Android. Very good technology. So this part I absolutely love. Now the device is off, right? And this is the attachment part. Hold on. All right, it is not cooperating. And I'm not going to show that to you, but this part does come off because it's a magnet that goes on the top of this. But this is the part that I love about it. You can actually fold it up. Here it is. And there you go. You can fold it up into a smaller piece. So it's incredibly modular. Again, this is the DJI and I love it. I probably miss quite a few functionalities because there's so much more that goes into the device and the technology. But now that you've seen it, how can I forget to mention? So remember the attachment part, let's say that you want to set it somewhere. So it creates a mini tripod as well. And that's so, so useful for either like close shots or if you need to take a group photo. Say you're traveling and you're creating even just for your family to use. You're creating family videos, but wait, hold on. You want, say, like the beautiful beach in your background, the big monument in your background. So you can just set it in your tripod, click the timer, and you can take a photo with your family or your friends or whatever. So super helpful in whichever way, whether you are creating content for yourself, for the world to see, or for maybe a specific special project. This is just a wonderful, wonderful product. I love it. And now onto the next one. And I know that I'm not the most careful with my chats, but I am here to chat with you if you want to. And I see that, okay, so no chats, but I do have people watching. If you are new here, give Mompreneur Life a follow. I love growing my audience, and I also love to learn about my audience as well. If you want to, of course, only if you're comfortable, then tell me where you're watching from. Love, love, love this. And please do check out some of my favorite items in the carousel. If you're watching this on YouTube, that would be a replay, right? That's okay. You can still click on the products. All the products are in the video description. So on to the next product in the carousel. And whoops, lost my carousel. Don't lose my carousel, right? All right, I will introduce the beautiful Lacoste. Here it is. I just highlighted it. And do check it out if you are looking for a really nice bucket purse. Yes, this is called a shopping/bucket purse, and it is by a brand named Lacoste, which is quite a sporty brand. It's a lifestyle brand, but it's not like a Coach or right, or a Spade. It's not an MK. It is a Lacoste, and it is very, I would say it's more preppy-ish looking. And check out the design. It is certainly preppy with the red and the and then the little alligator and the blue. So it's very preppy-ish looking, and it's just a really nice purse to have. Now, 3 reasons why I would recommend the bucket purse. All right. So first of all, bucket purses are like shopping purses. You can stuff so many things inside. There is plenty of room in here. It goes super deep, and guess what? Inside you are going to get a little pouch for, and it's a zip top pouch, and there's plenty of room in here for your money, for documentation. Say you're traveling, you can put your passport in there. You can put your family's passports in there if you're traveling, and also credit cards, coin purse. So really useful little pouch. But inside the bucket, right? Inside the bucket purse, there is so much room. I'm thinking, oh boy, I could put my makeup bag, I could put my documentation, I could even stuff a book in here if I wanted to. And also, I like the sleek design. Love the little alligator logo. You gotta give credit to the little alligator, but it's also very smooth and sleek on the outside. And those hints of red, right? Those hints of red, it just gives the purse a little bit more life. So I love that it's sleek, nice, and subtle, but then the hints of red gives it a little bit more oomph and excitement. And another thing I love about this is that it's a convertible, as in the strap. And first of all, if you're extra tall, if you have one of those lucky people who are tall and have long torso, well, you do have an adjustable strap, so you can adjust to your own personal need, but also the straps are detachable and they're easy to attach and detach. So this converts from a little handbag, right? Imagine yourself going shopping, traveling, shopping the markets, and you're just toting around a handbag. It's very easy going. But then the next day you have to get on the airplane and it's a rush. You're almost late for your airplane. So you're still getting through the TSA, and there you go. Just put it right here, crossbody. You've got your luggage. Maybe you're carrying something. Maybe you're carrying your children. Maybe Starbucks. Speaking of, cheers. I got my coffee right here. Love coffee. It is, tell you guys what, it is snowy and icy where we live, and having something warm to drink like coffee or hot cocoa is so good. All right, back to the purse. So say you're carrying your Starbucks and you're running in the airport. Yeah, it's a crossbody. You are completely hands free, at least from carrying your purse, and all your stuff are still in here. One thing that I dislike about a bucket purse, I'm so sorry to say, but you know, you have to be honest. It's an open top. It's a shopping bag. It is a leisure bag. It's not, I would say that I wouldn't commute to the city with it because, I don't know. When I worked in the city, I just, this is not something I would commute with because, you know, it's the city. You never know who's coming up behind you. I did have a couple of close calls. So I would definitely do something more secure. And what's extra is that you get this nice pouch to carry your purse in. So if you're looking for just a leisurely purse, if you're looking, say you're going to the beach, right? You're going to like a beach resort. Oh, this is a really nice purse for you. You can put most of your things in here, no problem. And just a really nice, beautiful, useful, functional purse. And with that said, let's move on to the next product in the carousel. Where is my carousel? I have so many devices. Nowadays, we have so many devices, don't we? So the next item in the carousel is the beautiful Michael Kors coat. I love Michael Kors. If you have questions, do put it in the chat, or if you are or if you just want to tell me a little about what you're looking for, then please put it in the chat as well. Now, moving on to the Kors coat. I've been wearing this, guys, and it is so comfortable. I love this coat. I know it looks pretty standard. It looks just like any coat on the street out there, except it's a Michael Kors, guys, and I love the designer. He designs great functional things that are also very beautiful, and guess what? He is considered, or this brand is considered, affordable luxury, as in we are getting great quality. I'll probably be wearing the same coat 20 years from now. My children, my girls, they're growing up. My older one's getting to my height. She's starting to borrow my stuff, and guess what? She borrows all my quality stuff that I've invested in 20 years ago, and she's still wearing them and they still look new. So I kid you not, this is such a great brand. All right, some functionalities about this jacket, right? So it is a zipper open, and as you can see, it opens very easily. And it opens wide, and it is very soft and comfortable. I love the stitching, and I love how the waist is cinched in, so it's creating a nice silhouette. I love the zipper pockets, and see how deep it goes. It goes so deep, so comfortable. You can fit so many things in here. I love the little Michael Kors emblem on the sleeve. Again, you are basically wearing quality, and I just love how clean and crisp it looks. The design really is very sleek, and especially for a poofy jacket like this, I mean, it's insulating. It really keeps me warm. I can even wear it out in the snow and ice, and I feel very warm. But it's not making me look like a Michelin man. It's not bulky, right? You're not like, it doesn't look like you've just, wrapped marshmallow around your body. And of course, the hood is always appreciated. And guess what? It's a detachable hood. You don't have to wear it. But I do, because it rains, sleets, snows a lot where I live. Oh, the winter can be harsh, but when it snows, it is beautiful. Back to this hooded coat. So if it's not so nice outside, you can definitely wear this. Or if you just want to be incognito, I don't know why, but maybe you just want to put a hood on. Yeah, and it protects you from the wind. I can see that. I have a few friends coming over tomorrow for Christmas Eve, and they're from Chicago, the Windy City. Tell you what, when I visited Chicago, it was in July, and the weather was pretty much windy, just wind all over. It's so cold. Anywho, if you live in a cold place, if you're going somewhere cold, this jacket is perfect. It's very insulating, very warm, stylish, and just a great all-around jacket that you can wear for a long time. Next item in the carousel is, I love this. So cute. Hold on. I will show it to you guys in just a moment. It is so cute. Cookbook Divas, thank you so much. Yes, and if you are selling cookbooks, I would love to know. I love cookbooks. Need to get back to cooking more. Oh, are you a Star Wars fan? Yes. Totally Star Wars fan. Now, I'm not a diehard fan. I wouldn't get the video game or the movies or books and comics. I don't do any of that, but I do love the movies. I was born in China, and I grew up a little bit, spent a little bit of time, and I just remember turning on the TV, and that was the first American movie that I ever watched was Star Wars. Loved it. Fell in love with the love story between Princess Leia and Harrison Ford. I know that's not his name in the movie. Regardless, it was just such a beautifully told movie, and it was just exciting to see outer space and, the galaxy, but the same underlying morals and everything. So, I mean, fighting for independence, right? Especially if you're a little kid growing up in China. And one of my favorite characters was not Princess Leia, not Han Solo, not Luke Skywalker. He was Yoda. When I first saw him, I'm like, what the heck is that? He is so cute. Little did I know that he was this wise older man. And so back to the carousel. If you are a Star Wars fan, if you know a Star Wars fan, or if you just like Yoda for some reason, or you just want something interesting in your house, in your cabinet, how about a Yoda mug? I don't quite know. I do think this is more like a talking piece. Oh, maybe at work, you could put some candies in here, right? And set it on your desk at work. I think people would like that. This is a talking piece. To me, it's more like decoration, but it could also be a fun novel gift for someone who would appreciate these types of things. Wonderful. Not too much of it. I don't think I'll put it in a microwave. I don't think I'll drink. I mean, how do you drink from it? There's the ears and like crazy. Anywho, this I would use as decoration. And again, I probably put it at work. I probably set it on a desk, put some candies in it, put my pens in it, and use it as a talking piece. But it's so cute and it's different. And I do think that it's certainly worth the try, right? And the next product. And do I have any questions? I have to continue to look onto my phone and see if there are any questions. So no questions, that's totally okay. So Cookbook Diva said, hello and happy holidays. I am a star. Oh, good. We have something in common then, other than liking cooking, And I wouldn't microwave it either. Yes, great idea. I'm afraid my tea would get cold. Yep. And thank you so much. A planter. plants. Yes, that Yoda mug would be a great plant thing. So then you have like, you know, plants growing. Then he'd have some hair, some actual hair. You are right. So right. Hello, Jim. Love the Yoda mug. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you said that. I was afraid people were going to make fun of me, but thank you. So glad to see at least some, if you're not a Star Wars fan, then maybe a Yoda fan. Thanks for that, Jim. All right. I'm trying to maneuver. Guys, just give me 1 minute. Sometimes my streaming device just loves to do crazy things. And I have no way to control it. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone for now and move on to the next product. Now, this product you guys have seen before. It is more geared towards, of course, women, but of course, men, boys can use it as well. And it is the Clinique, all about clean, rinse off mousse cleanser. And I know I've raved about it in previous, last night I had a streaming session and this was on the carousel as well because I love it so much. So first of all, 3 reasons why I'm recommending this. I've used it since I was younger, a teenager, and I was right around when I turned 13, I was starting to get a lot of pimples as teenagers, many skin issues I'm sure teenagers would experience. And I was recommended by someone to use Clinique because Clinique has great skincare products. And instead of putting all kinds of alcohol, drying out my skin to cure my pimple issue, it's all about how you take care of your skin, as in cleaning every day and moisturize, 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 but not the heavy moisturizer, but ones that are light and clean. And for cleaning your skin, definitely use Clinique. Now, Clinique produces moisturizers as well, but cleaning is the first step, the very first step to taking care of your skin. And that's when I got hooked onto this and Clinique as the brand. Now, the number 2 reason that I recommend this is really it's very moussey and it feels so good on your skin. Seriously, the formula, there's something in the formula that just makes it just feel so good, and it doesn't smell, right? It's fragrance free, so you just feel clean, you feel good. And after I rinse it off, my skin really, it's like it's breathing. It's like having a fresh breath of air. So imagine yourself hiking, right? You're in the woods. It's a hot summer day. You're hiking in the woods and you're huffing and puffing and you go all the way to the top of the mountain, high elevation. And you're enjoying the view and you can breathe. The air is fresh. That's exactly what it feels like after using this. My skin literally could breathe and I love it. I love it that it just gives it that nice deep clean. So for those reasons, I recommend this. Number 1, the brand, the history, and my own history. My daughter's using it too, by the way, and guess what her dermatologist recommended? This was one of her recommendations. Number 2, the moussey, luscious formula. It really just, it's like the mousse, right? The formula, the consistency just kind of grows as you are moisturizing, as, just dab a little bit of water and just start rubbing and the mousse will just kind of grow on your face and it feels so good, guys. It is so moisturizing. And number 3, when you rinse it off, deep clean, just feels so refreshing. So for those 3 reasons, I recommend this. And if you're looking for a new cleanser, doesn't matter how old you are, I still use it. I'm in my 40s. My daughter's using it. She's almost a teenager. Beautiful product, wonderful product, highly recommend it. And of course, it's not just for women. Guys, seriously, it's not just for women. Men have skin issues too. Men needs skincare as well. I recommend it for everyone, every single person. Now, the next product in the carousel. I've mentioned it before as well, but I really got to know it in the past week and I'm really liking it. I'm always on the lookout for different types of makeup products, and I love mascara. Mascara is one of my favorite things because guess what? They make my eyes pop. They make anyone's eyes just pop. And not all mascaras, though, are created equal. There are some bad ones. Believe it or not, there are some terrible, terrible mascara out there. Let me just look for you. But this one, and you can find it anywhere. You don't have to purchase it from Amazon. You can basically find it anywhere, but it is sold on Amazon, and you can click on my carousel to look at it too. This one is by Revlon, and it's called Volumazing. And it is truly volumazing. Not only does it give my lashes that, very strong, smoky volume, it also kind of lengthens it, but it's really easy to use. But it's not going to drip. It doesn't clump. It's just a very nice, smooth formula. And I especially like the wand. And I'm going to show you exactly what the wand looks like. Just trying to get it closer. So I don't know if you can tell, but there is a curve, a slight curve to the wand that makes it easy to apply. If I want to lengthen my lashes, and who doesn't want extra long lashes, right? I would tilt it and I would start to kind of in short strokes, just kind of brush it up. And the formula, because it's smooth, non-clumpy, but it stays on. It stays on really well. My lashes really do, right? It just kind of stays on the tip of your lashes and makes it just that tiny little bit extra longer. But that is the extra length that you need to make your lashes pop. I mean, you don't need a lot, just a little. And the right technique, that's very important. And another thing is the volumizing. After all, it is named Volumazing, right? Amazing volume for sure. And you take the formula. As you can see, the formula is smooth. It's gel-like. It doesn't clump. And to make my lashes, your lashes, volumelicious, right? That's a new word, volumelicious. Instead of volumazing, their next one should be volulicious. All right, so I just kind of tilt it this way and zigzag up from the bottom of the lash line all the way up, and then all the way up and on this other side as well. Great, great wand. The wand, that little curve is easy to use, and it is great for application. And of course, the formula is non-clumpy. I've never had an issue with it. There may be some little clumps, but then you can just kind of brush it out with the actual brush. You don't need to do anything extra, and it stays on the tip if you apply it correctly, and it makes your lashes longer. Those are great reasons to get this this mascara. And then there's an additional reason, is that it doesn't cost an arm and a leg and a sui and all these other great, wonderful brands. I've had Dior, I've used Revlon. They all cost a little bit more. Great, great mascara though. I love the sui, love that little extension, if you know what I'm talking about. But they do cost quite a bit. I believe now they cost even more than they before. I used to pay over 20 bucks for the sui, and they didn't even sell it in the US. So, but this one you can get from drugstore anywhere. And of course, if you're looking just for a standard everyday mascara, this is great. Just click on the carousel, you'll find it. I would love for, again, I just want you to have a good product experience and have more confidence in your shopping. And you don't have to click on my carousel, but do check it out somewhere because it's a great, great mascara. Now the next one. All right. This one is especially fun because I use it quite a bit. And, ooh, wrong phone. See, too many devices. And don't we all suffer from that issue? So the next one I am actually going to travel with next week. my husband's off of work, my kids are off of school, and I know if you are watching, you are probably looking forward to some time off as well. Well, whether you are traveling, good luck to you though. I know it's, weather is not ideal in a lot of places. But if you're traveling, safe travels, and you need a travel bag. We're taking small trips and I'm so excited, so excited. And this is probably one of my favorite travel bag slash gym bag slash just, various occasion bag. And that is my Under Armour bag. And yes, it is mostly used actually for me as a travel bag. And when I used to commute, I had a 3-hour-a-day commute at one time. I actually brought my bag. I actually brought a change of clothing here, sometimes to the office, just because I would stay at work for so long. Well, whatever occasion you use this at, this is so useful. It's one of my favorite bags. I have a few favorites, but this one by Under Armour has to be one of them. And I actually pulled up the product. Just a minute. I'm going to share my screen. And before that though, just making sure that there are no questions. Again, if you are new here, thank you, Emily Dell, for following. You are so sweet to follow. Yes, if you're new here, give this channel a follow. I love meeting new people. And of course, I love growing my audience. It is a wonderful thing to do, to know that, hey, we are connecting some way. We all need more human connections, don't we? All right, so this is my gym bag, and let me just share my screen. There you go. It is on my screen. Tell me if it's not, though. I'll periodically check my messages. So this is the Under Armour Storm Undeniable Duffle bag. The features are great, and I'm just going to read some of it to you guys. I pulled this up because I just don't want to misrepresent anything. So 100% polyester, and to me that sounds like it's quite sturdy and it's easy to clean. I don't know what imported means, but it is machine washable, which is great because whew, boy, do bags get dirty. I mean, I put it on the floor of the train during commute. I put it on the floor of the airport where everybody's stepping in and out. I put it on the floor. If I go to the gym, when I went to the gym, I would put it on the gym floor, on the bus, just in the car, everywhere. So yeah, bags get very dirty. And if it's machine washable, kudos, great. It has storm technology and delivers an element battling high water resistant finish. To me, that means snow, sleet, rain, especially rain, because where I live, lots of rain. Bad weather. This can weather the storm. And also on the beach, if you get it wet, hey, it's okay. It's water repellent, water resistant. There you go. It has water resistant finish. It's tough. It's abrasion resistant bottom. And yes, as you can see, that's very true. I can tell you that it does feel quite tough. And it has large pockets, adjustable padded heat gear shoulder straps for total comfort, and it has a padded grab handle. So I am going to get off of this screen now that you know the basic functionalities of the product. I'll show you exactly what they're talking about. So here is the padded handle, right? And you can grab it very easily, and imagine this bag with lots of stuff inside. You basically put your whole life in here for, a short road trip. See, it grabs on very easily, and yeah, it's very comfortable. Also, the straps are adjustable. Sometimes I would actually just wear it crossbody. Like I said, when I'm traveling, just running through the airport, getting through that TSA, trying to get on my plane. Yeah, sometimes I just need my hands to be off. So this is actually exactly how I would wear it, literally running through the airports. And there are many pockets, but the very top pocket, the main pocket, leads you to this really, really roomy interior. I could fit so many things in here. I have fitted so many things in here. Coats, bulky stuff, shoes, volleyballs, soccer balls. Yeah, everything in here. And look, it's stretchable, and I appreciate that. I so appreciate it because, yeah, sometimes I would just stuff everything in the bag. And it works perfectly fine. And also there's a pocket in the front. Say when I'm traveling, I actually place all my undergarments in the front pocket. Socks, undergarments, and mostly just undergarments. And on the side, so there's a pocket with a little bit of mesh in here. Yeah, I can see a lot of things getting stuffed in here too. And speaking of, I actually also put some socks in here too, which is nice, right? Because there's some air pockets from the mesh. And also, so there is a mesh pocket outside if you need, right? If you need to grab something. I can see maybe some snacks. I've put snacks in here. Just in the airport, you just, you grab a snack and just put it in the mesh pocket and just jump on the airplane. And you can enjoy your snack, and a smaller pocket out here as well. So I can see maybe your identification, maybe even some money in here, maybe your wallet, your travel wallet. Great idea. Various ideas. It really depends on your needs. But what the point is, it is a useful bag. Yes, it's a utility bag. It's a duffel bag. It's big. It's roomy. It has all kinds of pockets, and it's multifunctional, and you can wear it different ways. Okay, one last thing. I just discovered this when I was traveling last time, and I don't know if it's for everyone, but this is how I started wearing it, just because it's more comfortable. You guys probably already do this, but just in case, I actually sometimes I would wear it as a backpack. I know, it's strange, but I would just put the handles. Do you guys do this? Yes, no? Oh, wrong handle. Yeah, I would just put the handles back, and I actually would wear it as a backpack. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, because it was so helpful, especially if you have clothes in here already. So comfortable, and you don't have to struggle, right, with moving it behind with all the straps and stuff. So super comfortable no matter how you wear it. It is the most useful item I've ever experienced. All right, so what else is in the carousel? Let's check it out. Next one. Ooh, we have some yummies to share. Oh, all right. This one I like a lot. Thank you, Vishwa. Is it Vishwa Bethano Batla? Did I pronounce it correctly? If I butchered your name, I apologize, but thank you so much for following. Like I said, I love growing my audience. If you guys don't mind, don't do it if you're uncomfortable. Just tell me what you're looking for, or, a little about yourself. Nothing private. Please keep all private things to yourselves. But just tell me what you're looking for. Tell me what kind of things you like. It's really nice to get to know my audience. All right. Yeah, and also, are you watching from a hot place, a cold place? How did you stumble onto, Amazon live streaming? A lot of people actually were surprised that Amazon even does this. Food. Yes, breakfast. Kind bars. These are amazing. They are so good, and they are healthy enough, and they are great for breakfast. Breakfast, quick snack, dessert, maybe? No, maybe not dessert. Well, they certainly are good for breakfast. Here is the actual bar. Just, wow! And the rest fell on the floor. All right, so here's the actual bar, and this is exactly how big they are. But of course, 2 of these come in one packet. So you have plenty of food in here, plenty of a treat. In here, upside down, there we go. Doesn't the oat looking? Doesn't it just look healthy? So of course, if you click on the product in the carousel, you'll probably see different types, different flavors of the same bars. So 3 reasons why I am holding this and recommending it to you. Number 1, mornings are crazy, 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 crazy in our house. I mean, our kids have homework and extracurricular stuff, and for some reason, they like to get everything together the last minute. So mornings are crazy. And also, there's all kinds of things going on in my life and my husband's life, and the household is just, sometimes it's jarringly crazy in the morning. So if you identify with crazy mornings, if you identify with crazy households that are especially crazy in the mornings, then yeah, you probably don't have a lot of time for breakfast, let alone a healthy one. So these are great for those crazy, crazy mornings. Just grab a couple on your way out, on the commute, wherever you need to go, whether it's whether you're traveling for business, whether you're getting on the commute, whether you're dropping off your kids at daycare, at somewhere, at the babysitter's, you can grab and go. And that's what I love about this. Not only is it healthy, it's grab and go. And speaking of healthy, that's the second reason, right? It's a healthy breakfast, of course. Hot off the stove breakfast, like oatmeal or scrambled eggs. Of course, they're the best, but if you have no time, this is the second best. And it goes great with coffee, seriously. And number 3, the flavor is delicious. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up so I don't give you the wrong information. Now, the product is, actually, this is the exact one. And like I said, if you click on the carousel, you'll probably find different just variations of flavors. They're all very good. All right, so you get a pack of 4, and the brand is Kind, which I absolutely love. And let's see, so the perfect way to start your day. So this one is made with 6 super grains, quinoa. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I'm pretty sure it's called quinoa, and oats, millet, buckwheat, and amaranth. And you know what? Just reading all these ingredients makes me feel like I'm healthier. Well, regardless, it has super grains in here. It has a tiny dried blueberry to give it that extra sweetness, and it's good for you, and it just tastes good. And that's why I like it. And it has made my Friday favorites. Next item, another super snack that I absolutely love. You probably saw this on previous, I was actually talking about it last night too when I was streaming, and that is the Crunch bars, the Crunch protein bars, and it is amazing, guys. I love my Crunch bar. And guess what? I pulled it up, so might as well just, give you guys the description. So these are, so the one that I have, it's right here, guys. Where is it? And I am going to enjoy this after getting off of here. So the one I have is the exact one. It is the triple chocolate. That makes my mouth water, guys. Triple chocolate, so good. Like layers and layers of a crunchy wafer and chocolate cream covered with another layer of chocolate. How can you say no? How can you say no to the flavor? And guess what? These actually taste like candy bars. They're not those nasty protein bars that you can barely bite into and it leaves this awful aftertaste. These are delicious. I kid you not. They taste like candy bars and they are great. They are also, I wouldn't say you should substitute your diet with it, but these are great supplements because they offer 13 grams of protein. See, protein rich and low in sugar, 5 grams. 5 grams of sugar. Crazy. That is crazy. And they taste so good. And it says 13 grams. of protein. I don't know why this product says 14 grams. I think it depends on the different flavor. I've seen flavors that have a little more sugar, but this one, the triple chocolate, has 13 grams of protein and only 220 calories, which is not so bad for a snack. Now, my personal history with this was that I was really just, I hate protein bars. Hate them because they're hard to eat. They make my stomach sick and they leave a nasty aftertaste. And have you tried those nasty protein bars, like those mega bars and whatever, colossal bars, whatever they're called? And they left my stomach feeling so sick the next day. I literally, one time, I had to get up and run to the bathroom in the middle of the meeting. It was so embarrassing. But these are gentle on my stomach. I never have an issue with them, and I'm pretty sensitive. But most importantly, these taste great. 3 p.m. every single day, especially when I had a desk job. I would crave sweets. It's crazy. After lunch, I just, I get into such a slump. You probably identify with me, right? I just want something sweet. And before, I was eating these baked goods, which as you know, is not exactly good for you. But then I discovered these, and they are great. They curbed my craving. They are delicious. They are crunchy, and I highly, highly recommend them. And of course, you have that extra protein in them as well. Next item. We're getting to the end of this. I have to get going. I know it's so busy. You must be so busy. So let's just keep moving along. This beautiful book. Helps if I highlight the product on the carousel, doesn't it? This beautiful book is by Christian Lacroix, and his name, I'm not going to show you what I put in my diary, but this is his name. He is a famous designer. He designs some great stuff. If you watch the show Sex and the City, Carrie Bradshaw, the character, wears a lot of his stuff. But I found this book because, I purchased this book because I found this design. And check this out. I know from a distance, it looks pretty plain. It looks like, oh, okay, just a book. But then you look closer and you look at the beautiful artwork that is in the book, and it is gorgeous. So if you are, and I use this as a gratitude journal, and sometimes I put my reflections, right, a daily retrospective. If you are that type of person, if you appreciate writing your thoughts, if you appreciate journaling, diarying, gratitude, or whatever, writing your goals, checking in on yourself, if you're that type of person, then you write a lot. And don't you want a beautiful book to writing? And that's what I think. Sometimes you just have to, treat yourself to something exquisite and different. And that's exactly my thinking when I purchased this book. This book is gorgeous, and it is a blank, which I love because you can create your own chapters. It is a book of you, and you can create yourself if you want to live the life that you design. All right, enough of that. I got that quote from some inspirational YouTube channel. That's not from me. All right, so the next one, let's get more practical with our stuff, shall we? Yes, live a life that you design. Oh, sounds so good, huh? All right, so let's come down to earth now. Talking to myself. You're probably doing fine. Okay. Nicole Miller wrist weights. You'll probably see more of this in my workout videos. And you're like, what is that? Is that a pet? Like a pink pet? No. I know it looks peculiar, but it is it's a set of wrist weights. Here's what it looks like when I fan it out. Looks like kind of like a fish, huh? And it is so useful, guys. By the way, take off your watch. when you wear these. One time I had my watch in here. I'm like, oh, it's fine. And it was so uncomfortable. All right. So 3 things I love about these wrist weights. Number 1, they give me the best arm workouts, but not when I'm lifting, but during cardio. So for example, when I'm taking a walk around the track, I move my arm, I wear these wrist weights. After 30 minutes of, can you imagine just swinging your arm up and down? Yeah, I feel it in my arms the next day. Yeah, my biceps are sore because you're moving for 30 minutes. Sometimes I would go walking for over an hour. They are great for boxing aerobics. So, and I'm sure if you do aerobics, if you do boxing, if you do kickboxing, yeah, it's those throws and jabs and uppercuts, those types of moves. They are great for, and I love the design. It's by Nicole Miller. If you guys know fashion, you guys know Nicole Miller. She is a famous designer. She's like Horse, right? She's like the woman version of Horse. A beautiful, beautiful design. She knows what she's doing. And the design is great because see this loop, right? Right around your thumb. This keeps the wrist weight in place for the most part. I mean, yeah, it's still going to move, but it keeps it in place. And the good thing about this is without this loop, when your wrist weight moves up and down your arm, well, it's rashy. Can you imagine how annoying it will be, first of all, to walk around, right? Walk the track, and then it's just up, down, up, down, up, down. And it creates quite the rash. It sucks. I've had wrist weights like that, trust me. So these are great for that because they keep this in place and you don't have to struggle with it. And lastly, it is very comfortable. The material soft, it's well made, the stitching's great, it lasts a long time, and it just feels nice on my skin. It doesn't hurt my skin, it's just a really well-made item. So if you're looking for something like that, and I know that after Christmas, after New Year's Eve, I'll be exercising because of all the food that I'll be consuming. So if you're looking for a pair of exercise or home exercise equipment, then you might want to consider these weights. Now, the next one, we are almost to the last item on the carousel, if I can even find the carousel. 1 minute, please. These are beautiful, and they are Kate Spade champagne flutes. And I am going to pull up that item and share them with you. And I have them somewhere. Oh, I put them on the table. All right, I have them right over here. And this is the packaging that you are going to receive if you get. And of course, the same, right? The same brand offers wine glasses, martini glasses, so cute. A lot of glassware, just so cute. And they are gorgeous. First of all, I just want to show you the box. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm going to just slowly open it up for you. Going to slowly unbox it for you. I can't wait to pour myself some champagne after hosting the party tomorrow and have a drink. Because we all need a break during Christmas. It is tightly packaged, guys. Just going to pull it out for you. Oh, careful, careful. There it is. It is gorgeous, isn't it? So, looks like a pretty standard champagne flute, okay? It's beautiful. All champagne flutes are. Nice round base, tall glass stem, gorgeous, gorgeous cup, right? I mean, cheers. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Gorgeous, gorgeous glassware, but what you're going to notice, and I think you can see it, I'm pretty sure you can see it on the camera, is the dots. And those are the typical spade dots. Beautiful. They are called Larabee dots, and they are very Kate Spade. You don't have to be a Kate Spade fan, but if you are, kudos to you because I love Kate Spade too. I know exactly how you feel. The tragic death, but what she stands for, the story behind her brand, the quintessential new age American New York City woman. Yes, that's Kate Spade. To me, she was iconic. I mean, there was no woman like her and no designer like her. And the Larabee dots are her signature dots. And it's I'm getting sad. Her death was tragic, but her legacy lives on. And when I see these dots, it's just like, okay, it just reminds me who I am, what I stand for, and why I fell in love with her design. And now we can celebrate her life with this beautiful champagne flutes. And guess what? Not only are they great for entertaining, and relaxing, right? Relaxing, having a drink for yourself. But they're also great presents because, like you just saw, these champagne flutes, all her glassware come in beautifully packaged box. Very spade, very classy, very elegant. And that's all I have to say about those gorgeous, gorgeous Kate Spade champagne flutes. And I'm pretty sure that we are at the end of the carousel. Again, happy holidays wherever you are. Stay safe. If you travel, travel safely. If you stay in, have a great time. Whatever you do, have a wonderful, wonderful holidays. Give this channel a follow, and we will see you next time.